Hello everyone, I'm Steve, Marc's home, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Marc. Either welcome or welcome back, and happy Friday. I'm on the tiny little alleyway behind my house, so it's rocky as hell. It's like Mars. So I hope everyone's well, hope everyone's safe, look after yourselves, look after each other. TGIF indeed. So I'm on the road. I'm usually not on the road. Marc does stuff from the car sometimes. But as per today's story time, which is something new and exciting that I'm trying. Well, it goes into the resolutions. I'll start with that one. You guys know one of the resolutions I was talking about for the new year was to come down off of some of the hardcore psychiatric medications that I take. They are not bad things, but I've been on them for so long that I'm having a lot of side effects. Lot of side effects. I was supposed to go to the neurologist today, which is why I told everyone yesterday. And they called me yesterday and said, "Oh, we are so sorry." I'm sure they were. But you can't be seen by the doctor today. Something suddenly came up. I've been waiting 5 months to see dude. So, fine, whatever. They can see me next Friday. That's okay. I can live with that. It's a week, Fine. So, today I had the afternoon off. Well, I had to work. I worked till 4:30 and go home. And where I'm on my way to is the pharmacy to pick up meds that I'm still taking and not tapering off of yet. And then I am taking a swing by the Medicinal Marijuana pharmacy, one of the ones that we have in town. Marc has, and I just got, one of the medical marijuana cards in Pennsylvania. You can't use recreational pot in Pennsylvania, at least not yet. In New Jersey, they just made it legal, and we're like an hour from New Jersey, but every cop is like, "We'll catch you on your way back if you do it. If you buy any there and bring it here." So if you had a friend in New Jersey and you like to smoke, plan an overnight. But as I'm starting to have some of these side effects from coming off the meds, and I only have another 2.5 weeks until I'm off the one now that is mentally and emotionally kind of crippling me to get off. What am I going to do to deal with side effects? Well, I can take another pill to get rid of the side effects, and then another pill to get rid of the side effects of that one. But I've done that for 20 years. And I thought, well, let's just see what options are available and see what we can do. So I applied. There's a doctor that works in sync with Marc's practice where they do medication-assisted treatment for opiates. And he comes in every so often and he'll do medical marijuana assessments. And based on some of the symptoms I had, he had said, you'd be a candidate for this if you're interested. And I'm like, well, might as well have it than not. So $50 later, I have a card from the state of Pennsylvania that said I'm a participant and a patient in the medical marijuana program. Okay. So, I have a history of addiction. So where does that leave me taking a drug? They're all drugs. I take 8 a day. But where does it land taking an extra substance that could be having a psychoactive, effect on me, which, I don't want. Where it would make me want to crave it, make me want to do it all the time, make me want to skip my other meds to take it, cause rifts, cause me to go broke. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. So when Mom and Dad came over for Easter, I told Mom first and Dad because if it wouldn't pass them, it's not passing anybody. But they seemed okay. My dad said nothing. My mom seemed interested and asked if I had tried it out yet and if I had gone. Have I tried pot yet? I'm almost 40. I've tried pot before, though it's been a minute, and I've never gone to a pharmacy to go to a proper place to get medicinal stuff. I only ever had gotten things off the street or friend of a friend, "Oh, this stuff's really strong. You guys would love it. You'd be amazed." Everyone I know says every pot they've ever sold is very, very, very strong. They all think so. So, my thoughts so far on doing this are kind of, what could it hurt? Couldn't hurt, might help, I guess, kind of in that direction. It's tracked, so if this is something a little more specific than just, buying some pot off, the neighbors down the street. This is a little more precise because it is talking about medicinal marijuana, and that stuff is a little bit more regulated internally, not by the FDA, but it's a little bit more regulated in terms of contents, what's in it, what effect it might have. This one might help you with this, that one might help you with that kind of thing. So I went online to their website. There's 3 or 4 dispensaries in Scranton. And I went onto the website and took a look, and they had all these things, and I didn't know what anything was. I don't know what a tincture is. They had vape pens, which I know people who have those. Plain old flower, like you would just smoke. Edibles, but they only had pills. Like, they didn't have, our Fair Lady's 1,000 milligram chocolate bar. So, so I ordered, 2 kinds of flour, I guess. 3. One was a very small one, and it said it was like for sleep or something. It was like a gram of something. I don't know what any of this means. And the other 2 were 1/4 ounce, and one was indicated for rest, relaxation, and sleep, where I struggle. And the other is for, how do they put it? Enjoyment, happiness, excitement. So I shouldn't be wanting to take or try that one for any reason and have to feel like I'm, I don't know if it'll look like I have too much coffee. I have no idea. This is all uncharted territory for me. This is all new for me. Trying to use it to assist, thank you, in dealing with medical concerns. My only concern about pot had ever been, is it strong enough or did we get burnt? Is it some dirt weed or what? So we'll try. Mark has his card, but he doesn't go to the dispensary really. I'm going to the pharmacy to pick up some of his meds as well as mine before we head to the dispensary. So this is a new experience, and I'm curious what some of y'all think. I know it's not for everybody. The fact that my mother didn't recoil made me kind of surprised. That she was like, oh, have you tried it yet? Because some of her girlfriends are older, and they're boomers, and they're not closed-minded as they're getting older. It's weird. I always thought my parents were strict and kind of, stiff upper lip. And now that I'm almost 40 and mom's almost 70, it seems like, do what you want, whatever. So anyway, circling back to this now for the adult part of it, my intention, my hope, is that I'd be able to use the medicinal marijuana in place of, or to reduce the use of, my prescription medication. Now, I don't think I can swap out any strand of marijuana for an antipsychotic. I just don't see that happening. I don't think it's a good idea. And my shrink and I have talked, but haven't talked out the full, well, what are your intentions with this? Is it going to be the thing you're going to do long term? Is it going to be the thing you're going to do just till we get over the hump with the med changes? Like, what are your intentions? What are you going to do? So, I guess we'll see. I'll pick it up today, I'll bring it home, and we'll look at it, and we'll see. Now, as for the resolution and cutting down on the meds, it took a turn a couple days ago and got worse, and then today's kind of okay. So, I was home all week, and then I was at work totally alone today. There was a small outbreak of COVID among my department, and because mostly I'm home or in our drop-in center next to the main admin building, I'm not around people, so I didn't have to really worry about that. But I had stopped masking for a few weeks because it was like, whatever, and now I've started again, because around here we have, in the little few counties up here in our bum corner of the state, it has the highest rate of transmission and positive cases for all of Pennsylvania. Not Philly, not Pittsburgh, us. So the mask goes back on. Besides, if I don't shave that day, it's a really good way to cover. Really, really good way to cover it. So, whatever. So when I said a couple down days with having some reactions and having some side effects from withdrawal, I'm talking can't sleep, twitching, And it's hard to tell. I don't know if the twitching is a complication from one of the medications I'm taking or from withdrawing off one of the medications I'm taking. We just get to play. It's all sorts of fun with side effects that we're going to be playing. So while all that's being figured out, I would have marijuana as something, I guess, as a backup to use for some self-soothing in the meantime. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, I've been stomach twisted, anxious, I'm just on edge. I have a lot of complaints about things that aren't worth complaining about. I guess that's called irritable, right? Irritable when you're whining about shit that doesn't matter. I think that's what they call it, irritable. So, there we go. So I try to keep it to myself. First for Mark, because he's got enough going on without me running my mouth about what my problems are. But at the same time, we share upon each other. We are accustomed to asking a lot of each other. So I don't want to put it on him, if I'm not feeling well. And I don't want to. He already has his own stuff going on. You know what I mean? And like, I have my own doctors and I have my own people that I should be talking to and doing all that other stuff. And I do. But for some of the stuff, I wish I was better. We'll say this, and this doesn't sound very recovery oriented. I wish I could keep it to myself better and didn't need to talk about it so much. And I wish I could do that and it didn't, precipitate a giant collapse on my part. The resilience I have, I wish I was more independently resilient. I'm all about community help and building a support group and having friends or professionals or mentors or pets or anybody involved in your treatment that can help you get better. But, of course, I think I have different rules because I'm a self-centered addict. And we don't have the patent on self-centeredness, but we do it particularly well, recovered or otherwise. And my first thought is usually me. Me. We know this from our fair lady, her. Her pronouns are me and I. There is none other. Me, I. At any rate. So, we are here at the pharmacy. It's Friday night. It's the end of a long week. It might be Uber Eats tonight. It might not. I don't know. We will see. I could go for something bland, personally. Just for myself. Tummy's a little bit upset. I had Pepto last night, and then I had turkey tetrazzini frozen from Stouffer's. Oh my God, if you're ever sick to your stomach, it's the blandest thing ever. It was perfect. Otherwise, throw that shit out. But it was perfect for someone who has this upset tummy. So, we'll have food tonight, and then tomorrow's coffee talk, of course. And I have some additional thoughts from last week about coffee talk, because we met last week and had a live. And I like doing lives, but I'll be honest, I don't like watching other people's lives too much. I listen, usually, but I don't watch very much. So then we'll be live Sunday. We'll do Chantal tomorrow, and we'll be live Sunday. And Chantal's issue with her getting wasted and cussing people out and not apologizing for it because she was drunk and she doesn't have to. That pretty much sums me up between 2006 and 2012. If she thinks she's going to win friends and influence people with that, she's out of her friggin' mind. She's just a nasty drunk, and it bothered me watching her doing that. I know this isn't foodie beauty, but it's addiction. It ties into it. When I see her drunk, I see me drunk. And I was never that nasty. I mean, I used to drink. You guys have seen my older videos. I used to drink about a fifth of vodka a day, maybe a quart. And if I couldn't get a hold of vodka, I would steal mouthwash and drink a liter or two of it a day. I know what sick is. I know what sick and crazy and disgusting is all at once. It's a lovely tapestry. So I know what it's like to be completely self-centered and not care if you're causing damage to other people, and to run your mouth and say stupid things. More than a few times I've stared a little too long at a straight guy at the end of the bar, and they've said things. So I'm aware it can happen, but I've never gone off at the mouth and used the language that she's used about minority groups, about people from other countries, about anything. And the stuff that she feels like she can defend herself by saying, well, you hurt me, so I'm gonna XYZ. Get you thrown in jail and get you deported? I don't know. I wouldn't do that to Mark, I'm just saying. I don't think they would deport 3 generations back from Italy anyway. He's in the country illegally. He is. I know he is. So I hope you all have something fun to do this weekend. It's become very important to me as of late to have things to look forward to. Mental health-wise, season-wise, just something to look forward to. Because March is a bear, and we just finished that up. And now we're into April. And then we're into May. I have a family function at the end of this month. Don't think we're going to be able to go. May, and then we have Memorial Day, and then it's summer again, and then we're back at the beach. It goes quick. It goes real quick. So my evening will be pharmacies, home. Mark will edit. So this will be up later. Right now it's probably about 5:15 or 5:30. This probably won't go up till about 8:30 or so. I'll sit home and stare, get a shower, freshen up. Mark will be in the garden for a little while too, so he might do that before he edits. And just take it easy. It's enough. It's just been enough already with everything. It's enough news on TV. It's enough having to put a mask back on. It's enough COVID. It's enough Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's enough CNN. It's enough Fox News. It's enough news, period. I just want to shut the whole thing off and just put ambiance channels on in the background. Just ambiance. Or idiots failing at work. Just channels in the background that are just nice and easy, and have my chair and the cat and have Mark around and just have something very, very nice. I'm finding as we're kind of rescheduling our YouTube filming schedule, we're kind of doing some of the footage is being filmed the day it's being released, and other times we're filming it over a couple period of days, especially if it's like a video that Mark wants to do a lot of editing and have it be real slick and that kind of thing. So we film it over a period of days. That means we film every day again, but we don't film a lot every day. So it's been kind of nice to be doing just a little bit of work on YouTube, and it adds up to a lot of work because we're doing just a bit every day rather than try to cram it into the 5 days. You know, I've learned my lesson trying to cram in Foodie Beauty for a coffee talk the day before. It doesn't work. I got to keep at least some notes during the week, otherwise I'm batshit. Don't know what the hell she's doing. She don't know what the hell she's doing. Whatever. So, I guess that's all she wrote. So, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get alerts when we have new videos and when we go live. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Our email address and contact info is all listed below as well. Thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for Coffee Talk. Take care. Bye.